here we have Tokio, COO of /Vision Labs. Welcome to our event. And we're just going to ask you some quick questions. So you're in stablecoin, you're in payments. The first question is, let's be real. Payments like Visa are incredibly easy and flexible to use. And for crypto payments to win, it needs to step outside of this narrative zone. It needs to be 10 times better than traditional payments like Visa. But right now, is there any real use case where crypto payments really is 10 times better? Or is the entire crypto for payment, quote unquote, narrative still is just looking for a problem?
Yeah, thanks. I get where you're coming from, right? When my project is based in Japan. We're focusing on Japanese users, and I think payments infrastructure in Japan is seamless and very cost efficient to the point where it just doesn't feel like we need a stable coin alternative. However, when you start thinking about cross-border payments, everyone's heard this, right? No banking hours is cheap. I think that's all there. That's all good. So I think that's one way that stable coins really make a difference. But then I think the key difference here is not just collecting payments, but what you do with the collected payments is what is the real game changer. For example, the money that I collect for an entire month with Visa, PayPal, Stripe, it will just be sitting in the account, staying idle. Whereas if it were stable coins, we could do very efficient treasury management, earn yield for a few days, few weeks, and just create that additional revenue so that we can offset a lot of these middleman fees, payment fees, and really make the payment process more efficient and optimized for not just the merchants, but the users as well.
Second question. There were so many crypto payment options out there. Knowing that you guys are launching a card soon, and we have cards like crypto.com, we have Reap. How are you guys different? Is there anything that you can achieve that others can't?
Right. So yes, I think starting with crypto.com back in 2019, there's so many crypto card players out there. Everyone's focused on PayFi. The key difference that we have that's different from them is that we are focused on Japan only. And we are fully compliant in Japan with the local regulations. I think a lot of the players now, they're issuing cards offshore for us, out of Hong Kong, out of Puerto Rico, out of Singapore. They're targeting 200 countries all at once. But card regulation, consumer finance regulations, especially in more developed countries or long-standing countries like Japan, is actually very, very tough, right? Very restrict. So what we're doing is making sure we are fully compliant and fully localized in Japan so that we're not just a tool for the Web3 native, for the people who are worried about tax, no KYC, that's not what we're after. We're really after the mid to long-term crypto adoption in Japan so that we can work with licensed entities like OSL Japan, like, CoinCheck, Bitflyer, and maybe other players like Line, for example. All right, we are the only ones that are compliant. We're the first ones in Japan. So a lot of the licensed entities, public companies in Japan, hopefully want to work with us as a way for them to step into crypto and create crypto utilities for their users.